Welcome back to another episode of BitmonkeyTV Tech Tip Tuesday, episode 139. Today we're going to be looking over another YouTube account, Hashlips NFT, who shout out to, I forget his first name, for a while, value to the community, showing step-by-step how to do things from a Solidity developer standpoint, from a smart contract developing standpoint, how to pick apart other contracts, how to create your own. And today we're going to be downloading and utilizing and watching a video that it's in preparation for our launch. And what we want to do here is document the process as much as possible without revealing certain information that's going to spoil the launch. So we're going to do as much as we can live streaming when developing the contract for Moral Monkey Bytes. So we'll be developing a smart contract as much as possible on BitmonkeyTV for the collection itself, the 5,555 supply, but also the ERC 1155 monkey passes that we haven't really teased too much yet, and pretty much anything development. I want to show you the process, right? So the website, unfortunately, it teases a little too much. I can't show you that. I've been recording them off air, and maybe I release them down the road. But yeah, I hope you like this new backdrop. I'm in Missouri right now, Lake House, Lake of the Ozarks, beautiful area, and just so grateful to be here. Just to give you a little preparation for the week, tomorrow we'll have a community night in the Discord. Probably draw, see who shows up. So if you're available, come through 7 p.m. I know it's late, 7 p.m. Pacific. So sorry to all my European crew. I know that that timing doesn't really work out too well, but Thursday we have a double header. We're going to be premiering a couple of videos that you'll see pushed across all social platforms. They really dig deep into the explainer video. I'm going to tease it now. Gift goat video. We have a surprise for every gift goat owner in the VFriends collection. And I'm just going to shut up. I need to shut up. Let's get straight to it. How's everyone doing today? What's good, PR? Gilberto, thank you for tuning in, bro. How are you? All right, let's get into it. And if you're not already in the Discord and you're just coming across this stream, please do. I encourage you, join the Discord, hit the subscribe, hit the like on the YouTube channel. We're going to be documenting a lot here. We're going to document a lot related to BitMonkey in general, the brand, underlying NFT projects that we're working on. And then we're going to get personal with it. I think I'm going to start doing a daily journal, digital vlog since I've been on the road. I haven't been writing as much. You know what I mean? I don't have that same routine in the morning. So I thought it'd be pretty cool to digitally just record small snippets. Like you call it a YouTube short, just on my cell phone. I don't need the stream set up for any of that. That's what I'm thinking. Hey, that's the best you could do, man. That's the best you could do. Keep it up. Let me just open up my screen here. Documenting the process. All right. So I'll be dropping this link in the, also share.
Track. Open
How am I going to do
MetaMask
this?
and see it interacting over here. We can just give this some time.
All right, I'll go back to that point. We're going to go full screen for this one. Shout out Hashlips. Let me run back. Man, so hassles, no. Workout, yes. Not going to lie. Like, I also have camping gear with me, too, to once this project's launched, once I do not have such a strict schedule Monday through Friday, I do intend on camping. Probably, Thursday to Tuesday, if I'm being honest. I'll come back for stream days, but I haven't camped at all yet, and I really, really enjoy it. So I'm going to find spots all along the East Coast, working my way down, because that timing will work out well right after NFT NYC, right after we launch, which I'm kind of teasing a launch date. We haven't officially announced it, but we will be any day now. But like I said before, we want to show you the process, show you where we are. We're moving along. We have our plan. We have our internal deadline due by a certain date ahead of the public mint. That way, it's smooth sailing, fingers crossed. But if any problems arise, we should have enough cushion to resolve them, and figure out a solution. So what's up, bro? How you doing today? Thanks for joining us. Appreciate you. Yeah, so we're about to get into it. This is going to be study time. I'm going to be downloading everything on my other screen, and I will be looking away from the comments, but I'll be back and forth. We're going to set this up to a certain point. Since we don't have the layers extracted yet, we have almost officially approved every single asset. So we need to start testing to see what shows from it, like we need to analyze each and every variation that we can to make sure that everything's lining up properly. So this is the fun part. So and we're showing the process of building that art engine that's provided by Hashlips NFT, this YouTube channel. If you're watching this recording, I don't think I put it in the bio yet for the live stream, but I'll update the bio afterwards, and you'll see a YouTube link to the video that we're going to be watching, all the resources you need. So let's get straight to it. Should I turn off this music or turn it down at least if we're going to be listening to somebody? I think that's a good idea. All right. Let me know if you can hear him. I'm going to be starting this right now. Also, if the connection goes weird, please do let me know. I'm not on the best connection, but I found that if I move over to my 5G hotspot, which is maxed out, but I'll lift that balance as I need to for this week, because it seems like I'll be streaming off my 5G hotspot all week, based off of my tests these past few days. So today is a true test. We'll see how we are. Please do let me know if anything's choppy, anything's glitchy, anything sounds weird, robotic. I do appreciate it. Now, without squirrel ado.
URL over there. But then important is keep your eye on the release. I'm going to focus on downloading the release version 1.1.2.
So I want to make sure I go to the minting dApp, snag. Well, that's just a previously saved page. You want to go to github.com/hashlips, and you'll see the art engine here. This is where he is in the video. I just want to make sure I download the zip. And place it under BitmonkeyTV. Oh, forgive me.
I'm going to click on releases over here, and then once I get to this page, I can simply click and download the zip source code. Unzip this and place it inside of the folder that we just created. We are now back at the masterclass folder, and then here is our zip.
So I'm going to do something similar just to make sure I'm following it properly. All right. And I'm going to call mine MMP. More monkey bites. Oh. Interesting. My file
I'm
name
going to
looks a
double click on this to
little
unzip it,
different, as
and
you
then I
can
can
see.
remove the zip file.
So I want to go make sure I grab the correct one. We want to click on this latest release and then grab the assets within there. Whoops. I hit X. Didn't mean to. And now we have the proper file. Good stuff.
This is the art engine, and you don't have to worry about all the things happening inside here. We're going to open this folder not here, but instead we're going to use Visual Studio Code. Once you've opened the IDE,
And let me just make sure it's good to go. Move the screen because I probably had something there. I did. So, forgive me for the delay. Aha. All right, got it. So now I have a new empty window here to follow along properly.
the Visual Studio Code, you can either click on Open over there or go File Open. I'm going to click on Open, then go to the folder Master Class, select Hashlips.
So let me just move this off screen so that we can watch and I can just follow along. That way we're not pausing too much. So that does mean I'm not looking at comments. So I'll check back every now and again.
And then Open. It should look like this, and you should have all the folders to the folder Master Class, select Hashlips Art Engine, and then Open. It should look like this, and you should have all the folders and files of the Art Engine on the left-hand side. This means that you are now in the root directory, and we need to be in the root in order to run the program's executable scripts. The first thing we need to do is test that we have done everything correctly up until this point. So go to the top tab.
I'm a noob, I forgot to extract. Oh, and I just deleted them. Son of
Tabs where it says Terminal, click Terminal.
All right, round two. Extract. Rewind a few seconds. Thanks for the alpha. Did I not? My computer does it. So my protection checks and double checks and triple checks.
The file open.
But thanks for joining us today, man. How you doing? Hope all is well. As you've noticed, we've kind of adopted the 4:30 stream for the week. It just works with the schedule being 2 hours ahead. So that's how it's going to be for now, for the foreseeable future. Definitely next week too, it seems. So, but much love. Thanks for tuning in, and hope you enjoy. We'll be testing this together. So, let you know. See how this goes. It's good to hear. Kind of squirreled there. Posted it without saying anything.
I'm going to click on Open, then go to the folder Master Class, select Hashlips Art Engine, and then Open. It should look like this, and you should have all the folders and files of the Art Engine on the left-hand side. This means that you are now in the root directory, and we need to be in the root in order to run the program's executable scripts. The first thing we need to do is test that we have done everything correctly up until this point. So go to the top tabs where it says Terminal, click Terminal, and New Terminal. This will bring up the terminal screen like this, and now we're going to validate if we have Node installed correctly. So in the terminal, run the command node space dash V. When you click on enter, it should tell you the version of Node
And
that
I
you
do
have
have
installed. At this point,
14.18.2
if
because
you
I
do
have been
not
playing
see the
around
Node version
more than playing around.
14.18.2, you have done something wrong, so please go and install Node.js again. If you are a more experienced developer, you can go ahead.
So if you don't have Node.js installed, please do go do it properly. He has another video where he walks through how to get that specific version. If you're having any trouble at all, I'm trying to get back to the stream. If you're having any trouble at all, don't hesitate. Pop in the Discord or leave a comment down below and we'll walk through it together. I'll do an episode on just how to install, download that particular version of Node.js. So by popular demand, you let me know if you want to see it. Without squirrel ado.
Ahead and play around with different Node versions. But make sure that you see this version. The next thing is to install the dependencies, and we can run the command npm install and then hit enter. This will install the
This is fun. This is fun because now I'm getting ideas. I need to figure out a way. So I guess that's a negative using StreamYard. It's like in OBS, I know there's a way to show my screen as my tile that I'm showing as my face right now. So then you can kind of or like split screen it. But I don't see the option to show multiple screens. I can show one screen, stop the screen. I can show an extra camera, but that doesn't allow me to, yeah, it's a bummer. We'll have to just go with the flow for now.
canvas dependencies that we'll need to generate the artworks. Give it some time to do its thing, and then once it's done, we can start generating artworks. It looks like our dependencies have installed. You should see a screen like this. Depending on your Node version, it might look different. But if something completely went wrong,
Mine has zero
we will find out in the
vulnerabilities.
next step.
Love it.
So after this, you're going to run this. npm run generate.
Oh, how'd that sound?
And hit enter. If you see this where it says node index.js and it created 5 NFTs or the images and metadata, then it means
Interesting. Mine says module not
it
found.
worked, the
It's not
program
good.
is ready, and we can start generating your artworks. You will also see.
All right. Need to figure out what's going on here. Why isn't working properly? Maybe watch.
If something completely went wrong, we will find out in the next step. So after this, we're going to run this. Create 5 to the program is ready, folder up the left hand corner. In here are the actual images that just got generated from the base project, as well as the JSON folder with the respective JSON metadata in it. So I'm just going to collapse the folder. But if this didn't work for you and you got an error over here, usually if you are using a Mac with an M1 chip running the ARM architecture, this could create a problem. There have been many who struggle with this, and coincidentally, I'm running an M1 chip, but I got it to work, and there is a workaround. It is just very extensive, and I will make an updated video on how you can get this to run on the M1. If you want to try it yourself, you can go to this article, which is an issue that was raised, and here a community member actually brought out a solution which you can try.
All right. So for Windows, sometimes I found that if you open the application in administrator mode, it tends to resolve any weird issues. So that's what I'm going to try to find here. And as administrator, maybe that will give it the proper permissions it's looking for. So now, run internal index.js module not found again. And there is an index.js in here. All right.
I'm not going to discuss it here, but still don't discourage if you are using a Mac with an M1 that you're running on. I don't want your Mac usually work for in the source file.
All right, so
We always
we're gonna
learn.
do some searching around here. I can't move forward with the tutorial to fix it, so I've got to sort by supplies. And we're gonna do Windows. It doesn't search it, does it? Jeez. Okay, we're getting somewhere here. I don't have, this isn't the same step. My node -v works at the end. I did install the 64, right? Shit. Yeah, I'm past the step, so just double check. Yeah, node 64, we got it. So we're gonna be curious. Is there I'm getting? Let's run it back one more time.
The new artworks. If you really import previous steps.
Oh, my bad. That was actually my bad. I realize now I made a mistake. Oh, you know what's probably happening right now is it's not letting me get to the point where we can generate because I didn't populate that folder with anything. So what we're probably going to have to do is just watch through the video because we don't have them ready. So we can't, and we're not going to do that live for the sake of not teasing the whole project. You know what I mean? But we will record it for purposes afterwards that we can release the video. The process of generating the assets and doing the QC, so to speak, the quality control, right? Making sure everything's good. Especially that we're happy with everything, that Amanda, most importantly, is happy with the art, happy with the placement, happy with everything generates. So, yeah, let's run through the video. What they're going to do right here is he's going to show us how to, wait a second. Yeah, that's because he has his own preset folders. Okay, let's just walk
come up with nice solutions over there. And I urge you to join the Discord channel anyway and become a part of the Hashlips family. We always learn and innovate, and it will be exciting to have you there as well. Let's now look at the program briefly. The only folders that you need to worry about are the layers folder as well as the source. In the source file, the src, you can open it up and it has a config.js file. This is the configuration, the brain that you kind of go and manipulate to generate your collections. We can choose between Solana and Ethereum or Polygon metadata. I will get to this in a second. The other folder, like I mentioned, are the layers. Coincidentally, we already have this layers folder that we've set up in the beginning of this video. I want you to pay attention to this config.js file, the one that we've just opened. If you scroll down, you see a section where there's layers configuration. These layer configurations tie directly with exactly the same spelling I have to add in the layers folder over here. We've got a background, an eyeball, and so on. We're going to replace the folder structure over here, as well as the entire layer folder. So let's go ahead and do that change. You can make this change in Visual Studio Code, or I'm going to do it in the folder structure over here. If we open the Art Engine, we can see there's the layers folder. I'm going to close this and then drag my layers in there, replacing all the contents inside of the Hashlips Art Engine. If I now go back to Visual Studio Code, we should see our new layers over there. Remember the eyes, the fur, the mouth, and the skin? Well, here they are. Now it's up to me to go ahead and create the respective folders over here as well. I can remove these and just start off by the background. This is already there for us, but this is a lowercase background and it has to be the exact same spelling. The next attribute is I'm going to copy and paste it in there, keeping the commas at the end, and now just adding the second one. In this case, the order is very important. So first it needs to be the background, then the prop, then next should be the fur. So I'm going to copy this, paste it over there, and then replace it with the fur. Currently, we've got the background prop, and fur popping up. We technically now need the skin to come in. So let's go and add the skin. And then next, we will need the eyes. So the eyes. And lastly, the mouth. Once you save this, I press Command S, but you can also say File Save. We can go down to the bottom over here and then simply run the command again. In the terminal, you do not need to reinstall Node. You can only run npm run generate. So you can either run it like this, click, and then it should start generating our new collection. Or in a terminal, you can always click on the...
Yo, so that is so easy. Let's run it back. Like, thank you for creating this. You know, it does seem so intimidating, but it's not as intimidating as you would think. Not with this tutorial, this engine that this person's provided, because he did all of the coding for you. He's showing you how to use it, how to use an application to open the folder contents of all the different variations of files that all come together and create this engine, right? And I'm already going through on my Visual Studio here. VSC, I believe, is the abbreviation. They need to come up with that Visual Studio Code, what our layer names are for Moral Monkey Bytes. So I'm already editing on the other screen. You can't see that screen. Do I tease you? No, I'm not going to tease you right now. Maybe we do run the first generation live. Fuck it. We'll talk to Amanda about this one, see how she feels. Gary, I'd love to hear your thoughts. But without squirrelity, let me add one more line because we do have another category and a bonus. All right. I think I spelled that correctly. Yeah, it's really not that bad. And what I want to do here, I'm going to tease a little bit about Moral Monkey Bytes. So if you're an artist, if you're a creative in general, right, you don't have to be, a traditional style artist, right? Artists come in many shapes, many perspectives, right? You could be an artist from the idea of designing something or putting something together. You may have an idea, but you don't have the resources to execute on development for the website and the smart contract, but you have all the other skill sets. Being a token owner of Monkey Bytes will help you get there, right? There's going to be real, there's essentially 3 areas of utility. 2 long application process required, but in theory, we have between 20 to 30%, 50% unique owners. And that's being optimistic. we spotlight one token owner, a single token owner. So everyone has the opportunity to go from the spotlight program to the build program, where we build for you. Frozen and robotic. All right. Only run like 7 of them. I love it. So let me know when the robotic's done. I'm gonna switch to the cell phone because I think it's the move. I want things to be stable. So let's see. Back to normal. Okay. I don't like how that interrupts it. So what I'm going to do is move over to my mobile because I don't see the option to go unlimited data. It needs to hit 20 first, and it's at like 19 something. So we're going to rock to limited data. I'm going to shoot it unlimited. That way for the next week, there's no interruptions off this 5G hotspot. So give me 1 second. I'm going to switch it over. Look at that. Are we back? We're back. Look at this download speed off this hotspot. Not gonna lie. I'm impressed. 200 megs down. So let me know how the speed is now. Hopefully we're nice and stable and solid. So this is off the 5G hotspot. Let's fucking go off my cell phone. And we're at about 3/4 of a gig until I have to go into the control panel to go unlimited. So let's keep it rocking.
Arrow, and it will run the previous command or place the previous command in there that you've run. So we can just press up and then enter again. You can see that we are generating 5 NFTs, and that's because the Grow edition size is set to 5.
Oh, I like it. So Garrett, I probably shouldn't share this with you right now. I figured out how to solve that little issue we came across when planning the other day. We'll talk about it Thursday. Damn, I've been squirreling quite a bit.
I'm going to create a collection of 20. So I'm going to change the Growth Edition size to 20. Save the file, and in the terminal, I'm going to press up arrow or type that in, and then press enter. Now it's going to generate 20 NFTs, basically. It's not NFTs yet, it's just images with metadata, but you get what I'm saying. In the builds folder over here at the top,
this is so cool.
Open the images,
so fucking cool.
And there are our brand
because like
generated.
In theory, like you can run this as much as you need to leading up to mint, right? And you can update the metadata accordingly. So like let's say you're releasing a collection and you don't know how to code into the contract like tying into specific token owners, right? You can first run the mint, and hopefully it's successful, quick. Everybody mints, your entire collection. You can then see those token owners, what their wallet addresses are, update the metadata accordingly per token ID. Have it be randomized, of course, right? But it's an interesting way to do it. And I've already learned so much these past few weeks, absorbing Hashlips content, as well as DApp University, Code. There's another dude, Code Canyon or something else that Hashlips connected me to. I've just been learning so much, and I thought, fuck, I should have been streaming this whole time, but I haven't. So now we're streaming together. We're tasting. This is the tip of the day. Shoot, there's troubleshoot, not shoot. There's trouble. Good stuff. I love it. All right, back to it.
images. How beautiful. You will notice that in the JSON file, if we click on JSON1 and image1, you will see that the attributes follow along. So what I mean by that is if we click on the metadata JSON for image1, you can see that we've got a teal background, a backlight, the fur, artist canvas, and diamond skin. And indeed, this is a teal background with the light and a diamond skin. This reflects what the image holds, and like I said, the
So
OpenSea or
dope.
marketplaces, for that matter, will be able to read this. There's a few attributes that I would like to change, like the name of my collection as well as the description. We can go back to the config.js file over there, and here at the top, it says your collection. So I'm going to change this to the maybe cool ape, and then obviously you can change this too. So I'm just going to say this too. I don't know. Um, Perfect. So we're going to change cool ape and this too, and I'm going to save it and run. So up arrow on the terminal, make sure I've saved the config.js file, click enter, and now we can see it being generated. If we click on a JSON file, we can see we have a new name as well as a new description. Currently, we are generating NFTs, and that's pretty cool. We get the images and the metadata, but what if I want to make certain attributes more rare? For instance, what if I feel like this ultimate script background should be the rarest of the three backgrounds? This is where rarity traits come in, and it's basically just a weight. How weights work is at the end of your file's name, for instance, this teal background, we're going to add a weight. Keep in mind, by default, the weight is always 1. So if you start adding weights, you need to start adding them to this folder. And weights are associated per folder basis, so each folder has their own weight group. So let's say we want to make the
So I'm going to intertwine here. So you remember our issue, Gary? What I'm going to essentially do is create two art engines, right? Oops, I didn't mean to open that. Two art, son of a. Two art engines. One with a collection of 555. Weight certain attributes 100, meaning they're always going to appear in that particular attribute property, right? That category, so to speak. And then do the remaining collection, right? The 5,000 straight up through the other art engine. I think that's a fun approach. Ooh, and then we'll zero out that custom fur. We're teasing a whole bunch right now. I love it. But yeah, realistically, going back to it, of course, but we're not going to test that on air. We'll record it so that we have it as content after launch or during launch if it seems like something we want to drop. But yeah, that's all private. We're gonna have a lot of study sessions for that one. That's gonna be fun. Let's fucking go. Without squirrel
ultimate
ado.
script, the most rare, we are going to give this a weight maybe of hashtag.
And then I didn't finish the rant, but within the contract, I'll probably reserve X through X number, or I'll pre-mint through X number, and then we'll airdrop. It's going to cost me more money, but it's guaranteed that I know I can update the metadata to reflect that custom 555 for those gift code owners. Will be there as intended, right? So as planned.
2. Then the rest for the teal
I'd love to hear your
background,
thoughts on that.
I'm going
Fuck
to add
it.
a hashtag.
We do it live
maybe
around here.
20. And for the yellow, the sunny yellow, that's maybe the most common. So I'm going to add hashtag 100. I'm going to click and don't have to save. But what I'm going to do is just go and regenerate the collection. Now, if this is correct, the build folder should have a lot of yellow backgrounds and only sometimes a bit of teal. And then on a very rare occasion, and I'm not
Oops,
even sure
indeed.
if this is going to show up in this small collection, we'll have a ultimate script. Oh, and there it is. What a perfect example. So only once out of the 20, the script showed up. The teal background showed up a bit more, but the yellow is overpowering. And that is how the rarity weights work. You can set these, like I said, on each of these folders if you like to. Keep in mind the base rarity trait or the rarity weight is 1. So there we have it. Our collection is now generated. The only thing left to do is basically to upload this now to IPFS, a decentralized storage network. I'm going to show you how to do that. Keeping in mind, I did mention that I'm going to show you how to do this exact same generation process, but I'll
So
do that after.
without having to update IPFS, IFPS, it's going down a whole nother route. There's your script tester, right? Every time you build, it throws it in that build folder. And if you're unaware, or maybe you don't remember, we unzipped a download, correct? And we put it over here. Now, in this folder, we have all these files. Now, as you're running commands within Visual Studio Code, what it would do, I didn't run a build command, but there's going to be a build folder that will appear here, right? So these are his layers. I didn't update the folders. I updated the source code in config.js. But yeah, I mean, voila. If I were to have layers right now ready to test, properly organized, properly labeled in this directory, I can run this and see what happens. This is so dope. So dope. So dope. Oh my God. I thought this was going to be longer. I mean, we are coming up on 40 minutes. Actually solely due to my swirls, but wouldn't have it any other way. So that's it. We're not going to dig too much further because we'll be doing that another time. I feel like I can, when we're going through the testnet phase of deploying and updating metadata. Ooh, do we want to update metadata on testnet? I'm going to have to practice. So we'll probably flash it, test it, make sure it works, and then throw it out to a placeholder. It's probably going to be the move. So, but thanks for tuning in. This has been another episode of BitMonkey TV. Hope you found some value here. If you have any questions at all about how to set this up or use it, don't hesitate to go to their page and ask him. But I'd be happy to keep rocking streams around their content because I've been digging deep. I've been absorbing. And who knows, maybe BitMonkey TV could help be an extension of Hashlips NFT from a technical standpoint, customer service standpoint, answering questions, maybe by popular demand or popular vote that Mr. Hashlips doesn't have time to answer. Who fucking knows? We're going with the flow. So yeah, please, if you're not already, hit that subscribe bell, that notification. Things are popping off. I'm excited. You're excited. We're all excited. At least I hope you're excited for whatever it is, whether it's about us, whether it's about your life, whatever you got going on. Just make sure that each and every day, thank yourself. You know, we made it another day. It's a beautiful time. You know, even with all the negative things going on. You know, as long as you have a home to go to every day, I think you're doing all right. I think you're doing all right. For what it's worth. What am I missing here? What am I missing? POAP time. I've been so behind on POAPs. I'm not going to lie. Not going to fucking lie. It's just the time part. POAP word for today, Hashlips NFT. Go ahead and pop that in the Discord if you're not already in the Discord, bitmonkey.gg/Discord. Hashlips NFT followed by your public wallet address. I already have the links. I'm going to be honest. I'm working on a whole bunch of creative. We're going to be premiering some videos in 2 days. I'm busy. So I want to distribute those POAPs. Maybe I'll ask Sash if he has some extra time. I'll pop in the team jam and chat. Just because for the next week or two, I'd rather focus on one of many tasks that I have for more Monkey Bites. So much love. I'm going to get at it. I'm going to go have some dinner, take a little break, come back, do the thing. So thank you so much for tuning in today. Really appreciate you. Tomorrow night will be community nights in the Discord. If you can make it, I'll send some pings beforehand. If you have an iPad, come draw with us. That'll be 7 p.m. Pacific. Thursday, we have a double header, 4:30 p.m. Pacific and 7:30 p.m. Pacific. 4:30 p.m. Pacific, we do a deep dive into Moral Monkey Bites. We're going to be, doing a live AMA, answering every question that comes up, explaining it to the best of our abilities, and also premiering some videos, as I mentioned earlier on in the episode. And then later in the evening, 7:30 Pacific, we have Sergio, aka Lucy Drop Artist, coming on the show. It's a topic around benefits of Web3 and NFTs, but it's going to be so much more than that. It's going to be a VCon recap. It's going to be a talk about life. It's going to be a talk about self-awareness. It's going to be a talk about perspective. So I hope you can join us for that Thursday doubleheader. And you know how we do it around here at BitmonkeyTV. I think I'm going to do something for everyone who's able to tune into both, and you collect both the POAPs on Thursday. I'm going to do something. Don't know what yet, but it's going to be something. So mark your calendars. Tell your friends. Share this if you can. Let everybody know across your social profiles. I'd appreciate it. So as always, without squirrel ado, this has been another episode of BitmonkeyTV Tech Tip Tuesday. Until next time, thank you so much for tuning in. Much love. Peace.